Hey guys, Coach Greg Rayer, back talking to you about weakening scapulas and some of the stretches we can do to help relieve that tension. Right now, what we're going to be talking about is weakening scapula caused by internal rotation, which in turn causes a neurological impingement. So the serratus anterior becomes weak, and our scapulas shift away from the thoracic cage. So when we're talking about internal rotation, all right, just rounding forward, we're usually talking about three major muscles which are tight. The first one being the lats, second one being our pec minor, and third being the subscapularis. All right, our pec minor, first one is going to be originates underneath the arm and comes back across the lats all the way down and attaches, on most people, all the way down into the hip. Right? Some people it stops in the middle of the low back, doesn't actually hit the hips. But when we're talking about stretching, we're going to talk about stretching all the way down as if it did. Right, the goal of any kind of stretch is to elongate the origin, all right, from the insertion. So to do that with the lats, since it is such a large, broad muscle, we're going to add a couple different things to it. So first, all right, it pulls our arm down, so we want to extend over. So we're going to start with a band attachment, high band attachment. All right. Again, we're now getting overhead. All right, we're pulling away from it. All right, we're going to sit those hips back, so we're trying to push the hips as far away as we can from the hand. All right, now we're going to turn the hips away from that origin point. So the origin's up here. And I'm going to take this point of my hip, I'm going to turn it away from it as I rotate down. Push away, back into it. All right, making sure that we get a good stretch and extension. Now, as we turn, right, we don't want to bounce, we don't want to go fast. We want to make sure that we get a good stretch, pull, controlled motion, all right, without just flinging our body around. All right. Another one we can do, all right, again, from an overhead position, is extending this over the top of us and stretching it over the top of our head. So in this case, all right, I'm going to grab with my outside arm. Band attachment should be even with my body. All right, so I don't want to be forward and I don't want to be behind it. Okay, make sure I'm nice and even. I'm going to bring this up over the top of my head. I'm going to step out some so I have a little bit of that tension. I'm going to pull it up through here. And I'm just going to let the hips sit out. So we find that nice spot. The hips are going to turn out. And then you get a little twist into the hip. Again, moving it further away from that insertion point, or that origin point. So, a couple quick stretches. Great for releasing those lats. All right. Making sure we get that big stretch through those. All right. The next thing we have, all right, is our pec minor. Okay, our pec minor starts at ribs 3 through 5. Okay, so nice and high right here, short muscle, but it goes from here up to the coracoid process. All right, that right there, guys, is the top of your scapula. So that's where your scapula meets the front of your body. Okay, so your coracoid process, all right, part of your AC joint. So what that does is it pulls in this way. So what we want to do is open it up. To do so, what we're going to do is find a pole, wall, anything kind of solid. We're going to put that point, all right, that little soft point of the shoulder, into that. We're going to step into a little bit so we're creating some pressure. All right, now, we're going to have this slightly extended so it's opening. So right now you can already see we have this muscle right here. It's stretched, all right? We already have a little bit of a stretch going up through here. All right, now, muscle is going to, as it pulls, it would pull down and in. So what I'm going to do is apply pressure and reach up in a way to take that coracoid process, which is here, and move it as far away as I can from the base of the ribs. Okay, so again, stepping into over that shoulder. All right, so I'm adding some pressure. So I'm pitching my shoulder blades back. I'm opening it up to begin with. All right. My elbow is above my shoulder, so it's not down, it's actually up. All right, we have that stretch, and then we're just going to reach higher as we go through that stretch. Okay? If really tighten this, and you're going to feel this as it pulls through. All right, our final one, all right, really easy stretch to do for our subscapularis. All right, the subscapularis is a muscle that actually attaches from underneath the shoulder blade. So it's actually under your shoulder blade and comes underneath and attaches just under the on the top of the humeral head. Okay, so it turns you in this way under here. So grabbing any kind of pole, you can have a golf club, you can have a broomstick. Really doesn't matter. All right, we just need something that's a little bit straight and solid. So this one I have just the lat bar. All right, not big. So I'm just going to kind of throw that over my shoulder. All right, see, just over. All right, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring my arm out to 90. Okay, at that point, all right, bar's kind of going straight through the center of my bicep. I'm going to push up and away. So I'm pushing up here. I'm engaging the top. So that's stretching. So what I'm doing is pulling down. I'm trying to push up a little bit. It's going to push the base of the humerus. Right, it's going to move it away, and then I'm going to rotate under and go into external rotation, which is the exact opposite motion that the muscle does. So feeling that big stretch, you can feel it right underneath that shoulder blade. If you're tight, it's going to be really uncomfortable, but again, that's something you need to work on. Now, you guys, as with everything else, okay, these muscles didn't become tight overnight, all right? You didn't just wake up one day and all of a sudden you're here. So remember, these stretches, they're going to take some time to work. So working on these, all right, 30, 60 seconds, several times a day, all right, that's what's going to help you reset your posture, open you up, and then allow you to go into the next part, okay? The next part is going to be our strengthening piece of the serratus anterior. So no matter what you're tight in, if you're tight in the antagonist muscles, or you're tight in the internal rotators causing a neurological impingement, you gotta find out what is causing, all right, the weakness in the serratus anterior, and then you're gonna go to the strengthening muscle, strengthening that muscle.